Hey, what's going on, guys? It has been a while since I've made a video. It's been about 2 years, so it's nice to be back. Getting into the whole video making process, editing and putting clips together. You know how it goes. So, I'm going to change this channel up a bit. In the past, I've made videos of just random stuff I've done between fishing and going to the casino for my first time, or this or that, or whatever it was. Playing golf in my dorm room with my roommates. So those videos were awesome and fun to make, but we're going to switch it up to something I'm passionate about, and I have recently discovered that I have a passion for poker. It happened during COVID. We had nothing really to do, and we started playing poker, and I just love it. It's awesome. So we're going to look at some hands today, go over situations, and talk about different things, and it should be interesting. Some crazy stuff happens. All the videos are put together already, and I'm excited to share them with you. My inspiration almost for making videos like this has been Brad Owen. If you don't know who he is and you enjoy poker, go check him out, give him a like. So yeah, he makes some great videos, some great content, and I feel like I've learned a lot from him watching his videos. So we're gonna get into that. Before we jump into things, let me just explain what's going on. We are playing a $10 tournament with a $5 side pot for the high hand of the night. And in this first hand, we are dealt 5-6 of diamonds. We flat and get to a flop. The flop is 4, ace, 7 with one club on the board. I draw an up and down straight draw, so I bet 600. Tyler thinks about it and eventually folds. We show the turn. The turn is 8 of clubs, so I get there with my straight. The river is the 5 of clubs, so Tyler's flush gets there, but he folded, so we take that one down. In the next hand, we are dealt ace-king offsuit under the gun. I'm thinking about a raise size here. It's got to be big because these people do not fold and always seem to beat me with 10-4 or 5-7 or whatever it might be. I raise big. I go up to 1,600. They decide to fold their junk this time, which we find out is for the better. I ask to play it out in case I catch a high hand. Flop comes ace, 10, king. Turn is an ace, and the river is a jack. So we snag the high hand. Ace is full of kings, and they are lucky they didn't play. Now I do a little bit of antagonizing, and I get scolded by Jeff for playing like my younger brother.
Why do you raise pre-flop? I don't know. So something like that happens once in a while.
Okay, and what'd you win, Luke? You won nothing.
You
won absolutely nothing.
Should have kept it going.
I wanted you guys to fold your 10-7. That beats me every time.
Okay, Jeff, you're right. I did go a little big pre-flop raise, and all I ended up winning was a small blind and a big blind. So you're correct. However, I felt like I needed to go big because I didn't want anybody sticking around unless they really wanted to. In this next hand, you won't believe it. You just won't believe it, folks. We got ace-king offsuit again. With my knowledge of the last hand, I think I'm not going to go raising 1,600. However, we are still going to raise. We're in the big blind, so Tyler is the first to act. He folds. Jeff is Tyler's dad. He's the man you can see in camera frame. He folds as well. The action is over to my dad at the small blind. Blinds are 2-4. They raise every 12 minutes. He limps in. I raise, this time for 1,000. It's a little more moderate than 16. He calls me a dork as he calls. And the flop comes king, jack, 10. All hearts. And I'll just let you listen to it from here, folks.
Want to go out that bad? 20.
All in.
Call.
Although I snapped it off and shipped it all in, I was a little worried about the flush draw, even with my dad calling $1,000 pre-flop. However, he is a little wild. Let's watch.
Wait, he has the straight.
Straight,
He's got
you
him over.
jackass.
He's got a straight.
Oh.
Jackass!
As you can see, my dad snagged 2 pair on the turn. Now all I was worried about was fading a king or a queen for the full house on the river. We take it down with the top straight over 2 pair. We're not involved in this next hand. However, I did want to share it because it jeopardized my high hand, which was aces full of kings you saw a couple minutes ago. King, ace, king on the flop. Looking a little scary. Hopefully nobody has an ace. Hint, They don't. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Now, hopefully there's no ace on the river. No ace on the river. Please, no ace on the river. Oh, it's an 8. Whew. In this next hand we take a look at, we have Jack 4 offsuit from the small blind. The blinds have now increased to 3 and 6, so it's getting scary. Real scary. Just kidding, it's only level 3. We're fine. We put our small blind in. Tyler throws his big blind in. Pops is thinking what he's about to do. Meanwhile, I'm thinking about raising, might even go all in. And I'm absolutely kidding. We flat, and we will see a flop. Please, one time, let Jack 4 work out. Flop comes 2, Jack, 2. Look at that. We hit the top pair. I check to hide it. Tyler checks behind. Pops throws in 1,000. Like I said, he is a little wild. So we're going to raise it up to 3,000. Tyler snap folds. He's thinking about it. Probably thinking if he wants to continue bluffing a 2 here. He calls me an idiot, and then he throws his cards right in the trash where they belong. Now, it wouldn't be a true poker video if the good guys always won. So in this hand, the good guys pick up King 9 offsuit. We're in the small blind. Blinds have now increased to 4 and 8. Jeff has already called. Pops throws in his call. I throw in mine. Everybody limps in, and we go to a flop. Flop comes 8, 10, king. 2 clubs on the board, so it's a little scary. I probably should bet, but don't really want to in case I'm going to lose money to somebody who has a flush and picks it up on later streets. Luckily, everybody checks. That's a good sign. Our top pair should be good. And now we hit a 9 on the turn, so we got 2 pair. We got to bet this. We got 2 pair. We want to get anybody that's on a flush draw out of the way. Same with a straight draw. Got to get them out of there. We go with 13. Tyler says he wishes he had more chips, and he folds. Jeff thinks about it, and he folds. So it looks like our bet is doing what it's supposed to do. Right? We got the top 2 pair. Oh, what is that? Pops throws out a call. So we go to a river. The river is the 8 of hearts. I check, and I'll let you guys listen from here.
Check. There, 3,000.
That would suck if you have an 8.
Tony, you fool. Of course he had it.
Pay the piper, baby.
Wow. What a heartbreaker. Anyway, next hand we pick up Queen Jack offsuit from the cutoff. Tyler in the small blind throws in his calling chips and raises 500 to all in. I would imagine everybody's going to call because that is not even a full blind. So we go 4 ways to a flop. Everybody should be checking to ensure that Tyler gets out because this is a tournament. The flop comes 4 ace 2 with 2 spades. So the flush could be coming, could be a straight. Who knows? Everybody checks as should happen with someone all in. The turn is a 4. So far so good. What? Why is he betting? Oh well, hopefully he has the nuts. Easy fold for me, not having any part of this board. On the other hand, it looks like Jeff's got a tough decision. He might have some spades over there. Might have a 3, might have a 5. Who knows? Reluctantly, he throws out some calling chips, and we go to a river. The river is the king of spades. So the flush gets there. And that is exactly what Jeff turns over. He has a flush. Pops had a 4, so that's why he bet the turn. Tyler said he wanted a 4 to come. Little does he know that would have been quads over his boat.
Well, you missed your chance. Now you're forced, bruh.
Have a good feeling about this one, though.
Yeah?
Yep.
Blinds have raised to 600, 1,200, and my stack has gone the wrong way. Here we go.
You got 2 left behind after your big.
Yes.
prepared to do that.
We have Queen 4 offsuit in the big blind, so we are forced to dwindle our stack even more. Jeff calls the blind, pops, folds, and we see a flop. The flop comes 6-4-6. I caught a piece of it. Jeff checked, and I knew I was going to go all in if I caught any piece of it. So here we go.
Well, I come in second either way. Caught a 4.
Oh, 3 4s.
Oh,
Let's go. Kind.
Told you I had a good feeling about that one.
Yes, I did have a good feeling about that one. I just knew I was going to hit quads. Absolutely knew it. So that'll help out the stack a bit. Nice little double up there, plus the 600 from Pops. Even with the nice double up late in the last tournament, we were unable to cash. Jeff took down first place and $30, and my dad took second and got his money back. We started a new tournament. Blinds are 1 and 2. Everybody's in. The flop comes 8-6 queen with 2 clubs, and we have 7-4 offsuit and a gut shot to a straight. Everybody checks the flop. The turn is a beautiful card, the 5 of hearts, completing our straight. Our day is about to get even better. Tyler leads out for 400. Jeff doesn't believe him. He calls for 400. My dad calls. Now that I have the straight, I'm thinking about raising. I don't. I want to hide my hand even more than it already is. I just call. We go to a river, and this is where things get scary. It's the Queen of Diamonds. I was already suspicious about somebody having 2 pair, and now with the Queen, they might have a full house. It gets even scarier when Tyler leads out for 2,000. That gets a quick fold from Jeff and my dad, and I'll let you listen in.
Oh, you're still in?
Oh, I thought you were out already. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking if he had 2 pair after the turn, I'm fucked. If not, I should be good.
Yeah, you know.
It got a little scary, but our straight was enough against Tyler's set of queens. This next hand is very interesting. Watch real closely right there. Did you see it? As my dad was dealing, he flipped Tyler's first card, exposing it. I saw it. Jeff saw it. Everybody saw it. But I pretended like I didn't. And we have Queen 5 of spades. Tyler optioned to keep his cards. I guess they're pretty good, because this is another hand where the good guys lose. My dad folds, and we go 3 ways to a flop, which comes 10 of clubs, Queen of diamonds, Jack of spades. This is a good flop. We have top pair. We know Tyler has a 10. We don't know his other card. Everybody checks, and we go to a turn. It's the 8 of spades. This gives us a nice flush draw to go along with our top pair. We still don't know what Tyler has, but we know he wanted to play his hand even after showing a 10. We bet 1,200 to see where we're at. Jeff folds out a turn. Tyler makes the call. Since Jeff had already folded, we go to a river. The river completes our flush. It's the 10 of spades, but this is not a great card for us because we know Tyler had a 10, and we still don't know his other card. Jeff thinks it's funny. I check. Tyler bets into me, 1,200. I don't know what to think. I should have seen the full house, but I didn't. I raise to 3,500, and this is where it gets scary.
All in.
Call.
I full house.
You have straight?
Flush.
Flush?
Tyler turns over 10 jack. He had 2 pair on the flop, caught a boat on the river, and that'll teach me to ever angle anybody. In the last hand we'll look at today, we pick up 5-4 of hearts in the big blind. This tournament is a little deeper now, and the blinds are 4 and 8, and my dad has been knocked out. Tyler limps in under the gun. Jeff limps in from the small blind. I check, and we see a flop. A flop comes 3 of spades, 9 of diamonds, 2 of diamonds. Not too bad. We have an open ender, top and bottom. Everybody checks. We go to a turn. The turn is the king of hearts. This doesn't improve our hand, but I feel it's a good time to maybe bluff. I throw out 900. That gets a quick fold from Tyler. Jeff has been one to always call me whenever I bluff, so why wouldn't he now? But we get bailed out with the ace of hearts on the river. Turns out this was a great time to bluff because now we have a solid hand. Jeff checks. I bet 1,500, and that's too much. Boom, and that is it. Episode number 1 of Poker Hands with Tony Caparimo, also known as TCAP. Thank you guys if you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Hopefully you did. If you didn't, I understand because I am just a beginner myself. So don't worry, I will get better. We'll keep making these videos if you guys like them. So yeah, it's been fun. I enjoy poker. I am no longer at Friends University. If you've been following me at all, I'm a left-handed pitcher, and I went to Friends University for 4 years. My first year I redshirted, and then I had about 40 innings in my second year as a sophomore. I got about 35, 40-ish again my junior year. And then senior year I got cut short thanks to COVID, so I only got about 22, but I got that year back. So I got my freshman redshirt year and the COVID year back. So I got 2 more years, and I'm using them at Arizona Christian University. Hats are for sale. I'll put the link in down below. If you are interested in a hat, you got about 3 days from today to order them. They're pretty cool. There's this one, there's a red one, and a black one, and the red and black have the AC on it. So that'd be awesome. That helps me. It's a fundraiser, so if you buy a hat from ACU, it's cool, and it helps me. So go ahead and do that. That'll be awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and there will be more to come.